Hey, you primitive fuckheads, welcome back to Scoops and the Bitch, the only radio station that brings you classics like Who Let the Dogs Out? Who? And, supreme fucking classics.
Yeah?
Like, let me see that booty go dun-dun-dun. Let me see the thing go dun-dun-dun. Let me see the booty go dun-dun-dun. That dog. All thong song, 24 hours a day, back-to-back thong songs. Damn, that's good shit.
Fun fact, before I met Victor, I had never heard of the thong song.
Hope had never heard the thong song. Leave a comment if you've heard the thong song.
It's dumb.
If you haven't heard the thong song, you're on YouTube already. Just open up a new tab, search for the thong song, play it while you watch the episode. Just play it under the episode. Just loop the thong song.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a 24-hour loop of the thong song on YouTube. Tab over, watch the music video, listen to the song with us talking in the background. Just listen to the thong song, watch the video, listen to us. It'll be great. You'll have a great time.
Yeah.
You can't do better. The thong song forever.
Yeah, I mean, there really is no superior experience than
That thong.
Victor.
That's what I have to say about the thong song.
I guess I should have gotten you thongs for Christmas.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Thongs. Should have got yourself some thongs.
No thanks.
I don't want to wear the thong.
Well, you're the one who's obsessed with the song, so
That's true.
it's only fair.
The thong song.
Yeah.
Which song?
The Franz song?
The thong song.
Oh.
It's about thongs.
The bong song.
Yes. Someone was so excited about thongs in the late 90s that he decided to make an entire song about it. And title it, The Thong Song. It's very creative.
Thongs were kind of a big meme in the 90s,
I'll
weren't
let you
they?
guess how the chorus goes. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with thongs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And then afterwards, it would, the next music video would be I'm blue, dava-dee-dava-die, dava-dee-dava-die.
That's exactly how the song sounds. Wow,
Yeah,
did you write
that's
that?
how it sounds, yes.
It's amazing.
That's exactly how it sounds. That's how it was. And I remember because I was alive.
Wait, you were?
Yes, in the 90s.
How old are you?
I'm 90.
Uh.
Anyways, let's stop fucking around with all that shit. What do you got to say, Hope?
What do you mean?
You got a topic? You got a thing? You have anything?
A thing?
You have a thought?
A thong?
A thong? Do you have a thong?
I
Are you
don't.
wearing a thong?
No.
Okay, good. I don't find them attractive in any way.
I don't hate
I don't know
myself enough
I don't
to do
want you
that.
to be misled by my love and appreciation, my deep love for the thong song, because I am not a man who likes a thong.
It's just for the memes.
Yes, it's just a
So
meme.
don't start fucking sending us thongs.
Yeah, don't send us any
mail
thongs.
us thongs.
We don't have a
We
P.O.
don't
box.
want 'em.
You don't have her address. I don't know where you're gonna mail the. Don't mail the thongs to Conrad and tell him to mail them to us. Just don't, guys. Don't mail Conrad
Do
any
not
thongs
do
without
this.
explanation. Do
Don't
not just
do it.
go and send
Don't just
Conrad
mail him
thongs.
a 5-pack of
don't
thongs.
just send him a bunch of thongs without any explanation, because that would be wrong. Don't go to Conrad's P.O. box that he announces in his own videos that is readily available on the internet as public knowledge, and don't start
do it.
sending him thongs.
It's
Sending
inappropriate.
him leopard print thongs, sending him black thongs, then
Don't-
sending
red
him
thongs.
gold
Definitely no
thongs,
red.
sending him velvet thongs, sending him denim thongs.
Denim?
Just don't send him any thongs at all.
No velour thongs?
Without any explanation.
It's not cool.
Don't not explain anything. Don't
no
just send him a
chainmail
pack of thongs.
Don't fucking do it.
Candy thongs. Just don't send him any thongs at all. Do not go find Conrad's P.O. box number. Go on Amazon and buy candy thongs.
Don't, guys.
And
guys,
then
don't.
have Amazon mail them directly to Conrad's P.O. box.
Don't do it, okay? It's
That's
not
dumb.
alright.
That's wrong. Without any message of where they came from and why it's happening.
It's not cool.
That's just not cool.
Don't
do it.
Take
don't
our
stop
advice.
it. Yeah, don't be a dick. Like, Conrad will not appreciate the humor in being sent unsolicited thongs.
Hundreds and hundreds of thongs.
That are candy that he can eat. He might use those.
True.
I don't know, Conrad doesn't like candy.
What if they were made out of Twizzlers?
Don't go on Amazon and search for Twizzler thongs and send them to Conrad without any explanation of what's going on. Don't do it. That's wrong. That's a bad idea. You didn't hear it here. You know.
It's wrong. We're wrong.
You didn't hear us talk about that and make that suggestion.
Certainly not. We are highbrow.
Yes.
Here on DigiBros.
We would never send Conrad candy thongs without any explanation of why.
Oh, like if there was an explanation attached, it would be so much better.
No, it would be worse. Oh, that's the meme. We need them to... Never mind. Moving on.
Anyway. God.
We've made our point.
Yeah, don't send Conrad any thongs of any kind, of any variety, of any color, of any material. Just don't do it.
Especially without any explanation.
Yes.
Because, you know, that would be wrong. And this is a Christian channel.
Christian channel, guys.
Anyways, what's going on? What are we saw a movie, right?
We saw a film?
Yeah, let's get right into it. What was the movie?
See a film, Victor?
Yes. We saw a film.
This is a film that we had already talked about here on DigiBros, and I expressed how hype I was for it. And thankfully, it turned out that my hype was well worth it. So we went to see The Shape of Water this week after Christmas. It had a super limited release, so we had to go to a local tiny retro cinema that kind of has like a shitty projection set, but whatever. Yeah, it's the only place we could see it.
It's interesting because everyone there was like an old person.
Everyone there was like 35 and up.
Yeah.
Really more like 50 and up.
Yeah, there were a lot of people who were definitely like 50s, 60s.
It was way more like, old people than I expected.
These are definitely the people who probably just go here all the time without knowing what the movie is.
Yeah, they
just
literally just go and see a
there.
movie.
Yeah.
Because we went with my friend Alicia, and there was like a group of older women sitting behind us, and like before the movie had started, we were like sitting, just chilling out on our phones, waiting for the movie to start, and like these old ladies behind us started talking shit about us being on our phone.
Yes.
So it was like, oh,
fantastic.
Look at these millennials on their phone. They're not even talking to each other. And then, like, the movie starts, and lo and behold, these fucking ladies don't even know what this movie is about. They're talking to each other, and they're like, is this a horror movie? I think it's a horror movie. And it's like, all right. Clearly, nobody warned you what was going to happen here.
I was glad there were people who didn't know what the fuck was going on, because, like, I was worried that this was going to be an audience of people, like, going to see this movie who, like, really wanted to see this movie and would be super pissed off that we're talking through it. Because we like to make our quips and stuff, you know?
We didn't quip that much, though.
You know, like, these must be, like, pretentious people, you know? But they weren't.
We didn't,
there were other people,
they
talking
were
and
just
stuff.
old people.
And we were into it, so we weren't quipping too
Yeah,
hard.
we weren't quipping that hard.
Only when it was appropriate.
Only when it was funny.
Yeah, only when it was really good. When it was choice.
Okay, I guess let's just say, from my point of view, this is a movie that I would wholeheartedly recommend as like a romance fairy tale kind of thing, but it also has action and it's kind of funny. It has like, you know, it's not like a fucking, you know, a comedy, but it has elements of humor. It has elements that Del Toro has tried to use in his other movies, maybe to less success. But in this one, he manages to kind of bring them all together, and they work really well.
Yeah, it's a good date movie, guys.
It's a good
I
date.
want to throw that in. It's a good date movie. There's that, you know, that edgy girl in the back of class you got a crush on. You had a crush on her for a while. This is a movie she wants to see. This is your chance.
You know.
Do it. Ask her.
She wants to see
She
it.
wants to see
She
it.
wants
to see
She
this
wants to
fucking
see that
movie.
girl get fucked by a fish
Yes,
man.
there
so
is
you may as well ask
masturbation
her.
within the first minute of the movie. There is
Literally,
a girl
it's
masturbating within the first
phenomenal.
minute of the movie. This is a movie made for women. It's made for that cute, edgy girl in the back of your class who you haven't been asking her out. This is your chance, boy.
This
is your fucking chance.
Take her to
you
see The
cucks.
Shape of Water.
Go see The Shape of Water.
Do it.
It's a good date
Fucking
movie.
do it.
It's
Yes.
a pretty good date movie.
This is
if you're weird like us. I don't know.
This is 100% a movie with the
shit.
female audience in mind, but it also can still appeal to a male audience.
Are you ready for plot
Oh my gosh.
and
Plot.
lore?
It definitely will not appeal to like a Chad male audience
Chads.
or like a super
Nice.
normie male audience. It's not going to appeal
like,
to
at
Rush
first,
Limbaugh.
You
but
were
like,
telling me when we walked out, like, oh, I wonder what normies would think of this, and I'm just like, what? This movie wasn't that weird. I thought it
But,
was
like,
a perfectly
Victor.
normal movie. But then, like, I went and shot this stupid kid Sierra, and I'm just like, yeah, no one here would appreciate that movie. Like
You have to
when you're
remember-
around normal ass people, and you go like, right, these are people from a
I
different world.
am literally surrounded by normal people every day, and
Yeah.
I know that these people would not understand this movie.
I'm not used to normal people
So
at all.
I very much know this is not the kind of thing that's gonna get widely accepted by most people. But it is great. Sorry, I got distracted by
Let's watch
this
yeah,
cutscene.
let's indulge in the game's wonderful plot and Zelda's horrible outfit.
I hate this dress.
It's pretty fucking terrible.
It's like
which is funny because like her
fucking
other
bed
outfit,
sheet.
like her blue outfit, is nice
Yeah.
and she looks good, and like her weird like super soft moe face is kind of eh. Like as a Zelda, I mean, I guess it's more expressive than like the normal like deadpan Zeldas.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like
that's
the
true.
dress is terrible.
This dress
it's really
just
bad.
sucks.
It's like super
Her
pure.
blue outfit is pretty cute, but this dress
Yeah,
sucks.
this girl's cool. She's a Zora and she likes you.
That's right. She's a
a
gay.
cutie.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
Dun, dun. You're like, whoa, what are they talking about? I don't know. This is the first one in the game, man.
I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed
Why is
to
she
say.
British? That's pretty funny though.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
you too when I'm
The
feeling
voice acting in this game is terrible.
You know what usually goes through my mind.
It's all super corny British
It's
bullshit.
When I think about
Because it makes it classy, dude.
There's a great video that has like Zelda's lines like playing back to back in every different language, and like every language is better than the English language.
I believe that.
Like every performance is more interesting.
There he is.
Oh!
Look at his big old fucking
mouth. He was fucking shit up, man. He was trashing it. He was throwing down.
sure
He was slamming and jamming.
it's awake.
Ganon.
There he is.
It's the man with the plan.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champion,
To your divine beasts.
show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head on when we attack. This needs to be a unified
Gotta
assault.
fucking wreck this guy.
Little
Don't
guy,
get him.
you get to Hyrule Castle.
That guy doesn't approve of
Count
you.
on us for support. But it's up to you to pound Ganon
Pound
into
him.
oblivion.
Pound that boy into oblivion. It's Mastodon.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a child anymore.
I'm not a child anymore.
I will not be
She
much
sounds so
help.
terrible, man.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing.
It's
There must
quite
be something I can
unfortunate.
do to help.
Zelda's not great in that cutscene. Not great at all.
Fucking Link's eyelashes, holy shit.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy. Got his fucking cool ass headband. Looks like he's ready to fucking sing some Aerosmith.
Yeah, you're right.
He's killing it. This is some crazy shit right here. Let me get some hot peppers. Alright.
But yeah, this was
Oh shit.
oh,
What's that boy over there?
he doesn't look very happy.
He looks scary. Yeah, we're not gonna fight him. Like, I'm not even gonna fuck around and pretend like I could try to fight this guy right now, because, I don't have shit. I don't have shit that could
Yeah,
fight this guy.
He would fucking destroy all your... Oh, yeah.
Like,
No,
he's not always the
him.
hardest, but it's okay. If you don't get close enough, then he won't initiate
aggro.
attacking you. Yeah, you can stay out of his aggro range pretty easy. But yeah, we're not ready to fight him. But I want to do this part because, like, when I first came through here, like, I did it around a similar point in the game and got that cutscene. But I was like, oh, I can't beat him yet. I'll come back here when I'm strong enough. But I think that's kind of the worst way to do it. I think the better way is just to go around him and then do this part at the beginning of the game because this place is fucking awesome. It is a great great little objective here. I need
Some
to
more
find
snow.
somewhere to cook. Shit, I remember struggling with this last time because there's no cooking pots around.
Yeah.
But you definitely need to eat some spicy peppers.
Well, it's a good thing you got a bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah, let me run the fuck out of here before I die. I don't
But
have any
anyway.
warm clothes, do I? Yeah.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of different elements that Del Toro has tried and failed to execute well.
Yeah.
Like Crimson Peak is supposed to be like a ghost love story, but it's just
Well, that's
obnoxious.
a love story at all.
He literally said that.
Is that
It's
what it
supposed to be
was?
like a ghost love story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's literally what he built.
Well,
like he described
Didn't do a
that.
great job of that.
Exactly. He failed in his
Oh
mission.
shit! There's a big scary man over there.
Jesus. There's just big boys fucking everywhere.
Hell yeah! I could probably take this guy though.
So
I can get him into lure him into the water.
he kind of, pulls elements from his less successful fucking movies, like what was the one with the little not fairy people, but they like live in the basement and they like
Oh
are little
yeah, the
imps.
Tooth Fairies.
Yeah. What was that movie called?
Completely forgot about that one. Fuck.
That movie was not great.
Yeah, it was not. It was super good.
I remember
mean,
because I
it's
was
better
super
than your
excited
average
to see
like
it,
shitty horror
but,
movie, but
it ended up being
yeah, it
not
was
what I really
dumb.
wanted.
It was about Tooth Fairies.
It was about Tooth
I don't
Fairies.
remember what it was called.
But this movie has all of
I like
what
how he can fully stand up in the water that I can't stand up in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a tall boy. But he covers all the bases. You've got an actual, there's good characters who are established and likable, and when they start putting the romance together, you're like, yeah, I'm about this. But then there's also like suspense and like the gore factor is there in some parts as well.
And the movie doesn't waste
really
any
cool.
fucking time.
Yeah, it doesn't
hauls ass.
fucking waste any time fucking around doing dumb bullshit. It gets to the point and it goes. It moves. It's 2.5 hours long, but it moves. So there is that. And I think Del Toro probably had an understanding that people were gonna be uncomfortable about this girl fucking this fish man, and people were gonna find it hilarious.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you definitely got that. Hold on, let's maybe take it back and just explain the entire plot of the movie.
Oh my god, you want us to be here for 2 hours? You know what happens when I explain the plot of a movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's literally like a Digibros finale. It's an hour and a half of us
give
fucking around
a
on
brief
Splatoon.
summary of the events of the movie. We'll do a spoiler warning,
Spoilers now.
Might as well
If you
go
want to go see The Shape of
chronologically.
Water, then maybe don't listen to me talk about this.
Yeah, give a full plot synopsis.
So, the main character of the story, I believe her name is Liza.
Yeah.
Um,
About Liza Minnelli.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But she is mute. So she uses sign language to communicate, and she doesn't have anybody in her life. Her parents are gone. She doesn't have any siblings. She doesn't have any family or significant others. And she just formed this relationship with her next door neighbor, who is a guy who paints or draws advertisements, because the movie takes place in the 50s, back when drawn advertisement was still a thing.
Yeah.
And so you see him, he's drawing this advertisement for Jell-O of this really generic happy American family, and he's slaving over it and trying to perfect it. And so he's just this older guy, and he also doesn't have anybody. And from the first time you meet him, you get the idea that, like, there's a reason he's alone. Something is abnormal about him that has caused him to have this life. And they live in, like, this kind of shitty little apartment above a theater. But they kind of take care of each other, and she'll make him food and stuff, and they have this, like, nice relationship that it's just, like, they're just really good friends, and they support each other.
They're cuties, bro.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, you know, she gets up and she has this routine, which includes masturbating in the tub.
Yes, she masturbates every day in the morning.
That egg timer.
Is, fantastic.
She uses an egg timer to time out when these eggs are gonna boil, and in that time, she takes a bath and jacks it, and then she moves on with her day.
Thoroughly masturbates.
It's super great. So
very realistic story.
She takes care of this. She visits her next door neighbor, and then every day she goes to her job. And she works at this, like, facility. It's, like, some sort of aerospace/science facility. And, of course, she's a janitor. And then she has this friend who she's known for a long time. She's, like, this, of course, like, sassy African-American lady. And she's always complaining about her husband.
Like, she was the most difficult character to kind of get on board with for me because she's so just, like, a stereotype character. But then, like, It was supposed to take place in, like, the 50s.
It is the 50s, so...
It worked, and, like, she's a character that exists. Like, you could say that it's, like, a racial stereotype and stuff, but, like, this is a real person who, like, I'm sure most people have probably met a lady who's just like this lady. I've
met ladies like that, so I know they're real, which is why it didn't bother me at all.
She's initially very corny.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely corny.
And I don't think she's the best actress in the world at first. I mean, she pulls off the character well enough, but she's kind of just, like, feels a little flat to me.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely not... She's not the most fleshed out character. She's not the best character. But she is important in that she's another source of support for Liza, like, at this job where they're both cleaners. Yeah. Like, they both do janitorial shit. And so one day they're both at their, their janitorial job, just cleaning some shit up. And they're in this, like, little top secret room with the door that needs the passcode and stuff. And they're cleaning some stuff up. And lo and behold, these science guys roll in this big capsule full of water. And Liza's like, She doesn't say because she's mute. But she's like, wonder what this shit's about. That's pretty interesting. She's, like, peering into the capsule. And, of course, like, the hand slams on the top of the capsule, and she's like, "Oh, whoa, what's that about?"
It's a fish man hand. Is what
it's
it
a
looks
fish
like.
man hand. What's up with that?
It's a fish man, just in case I wasn't clear.
Yes, it is a fish man hand.
It's a fish man hand.
She's like, "Oh shit, what's up with that? That's weird."
Yes.
So
and she's like, "Man, it's got big fingers. I bet it's got a fucking big dick."
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the character motivation was.
That's what she said. I mean, because like the whole movie, there's like her internal monologue.
Yeah.
So there has to be an internal monologue, and she's like, "Man, I bet that creature has a big dick."
That sure is what happened.
That's what happened. I'm not making that up
at all. Yep. So shortly after that, we're also introduced to our main villain. Who is very much a mustache twirling evil bad guy, you know.
He gets a little. I think he gets fleshed out enough over the course of it. He wasn't the most mustache twirling of the villains in the movie, but at first he is very much just like this guy's like so unnecessarily mean and evil.
So evil. Like the first scene where they meet him. They set him up as the biggest fucking creep in the universe.
Yes.
Because he comes into the men's bathroom when they're cleaning, and
he
washes his
yes.
hands before he pisses.
Yes.
And then he goes over to the urinal. He pees without holding his dick. His hands are like away from his dick, and then he zips up his pants. And then he's getting ready to leave, and they're looking at him like, "Are you gonna wash your hands?" And he takes out this box of candy, takes the candy out, puts it in his mouth, and he's like. There's two kinds of men: those that wash their hands before and after they piss. If they do both, they're fucking weak.
Yes.
And he like gives them a creepy grin and like walks out. And you're like,
it says a lot about their character if they do.
Yes,
both.
it says they're weak. That's what his point was in saying. Their character is weak.
Yes.
If they wash their hands both times.
It's funny how. Like, I definitely think this is a movie for women. It does a great job of of catering to women. And it's perfect that they immediately set up a bad guy who is the worst person in the world by having him wash his hands weird and pee without touching his dick. And it's like, this guy is skeezy as shit. He's comically over the top.
He pisses, he puts his dick away, and then he eats with his dirty hands.
Yes, and then he eats his little candies. Yes.
It's super gross. It's disgusting.
I had never heard of anyone washing their hands before they pee before.
That's
until
weird.
I was working on the public affairs film, and there's this hilarious, like, sassy black guy who was a grip, and he would always just have, like, funny shit to say, you know, and have his funny sassy attitude. But one day he's talking about how he washes his hands before and after taking a pee.
Shows a weakness of character.
Yeah, because he's like, you know, oh, it's more important to wash your hands before you touch your dick because you've got germs on your hands. And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. So he washes his hands before and after he pees.
Well,
because he won't touch his dick with dirty hands.
You can't blame a man for being thorough.
Yeah. And I'm like, what, with this guy's character and his attitude, like, you're just like, yeah, man, cool.
Yeah.
You wash your hands before and after you pee because you're the coolest. You're a badass.
Well, this guy is the complete opposite of that.
He's the less charming version.
He's disgusting. They set him up as he's the fucking worst.
Yes.
Like, he's just a gross guy. He goes home to interact with his family, and
and he's bad at sex.
Super stiff and fake around his kids, and then his wife is like, "Oh yeah, the kids are at school. It's time to fuck."
Yeah.
And it shows them fucking, and it's just like the
It's
worst.
funny because she was so excited to get fucked, but then was so severely disappointed by the fucking.
Yeah, and he has like the weird smelling of his hands, and I was just like, oh this guy is just. Oh, he's so gross. So it's
pretty gross.
Super gross guy. And so, you know, over the course of the movie, Liza finds ways to kind of get into the facility where they're holding the fish guy.
Yeah.
And she starts bringing him, like, food. She brings him, like, little boiled eggs and shit. And at first, because he's been severely, like, mistreated, and, like, everyone who's interacted with him, the fishman, has, like, been really abusive and, like, hurt him.
Yeah.
So he's really, like, shiesty about it at first. He's like, nah, I don't fucking play like that. But, like,
he trusts her pretty fast, though.
Yeah,
he trusts her within one scene.
The more she persists, the more he's like, yeah, alright, this is dope. And so, like, before long, they're, like, hanging out together, listening to music, eating boiled eggs and shit.
And she's teaching him sign language.
And she teaches him some basic sign language.
Because it's immediately just, like, you know, there's the only thing separating him from being an intelligent person is a language barrier, but the scientists are refusing to recognize that he's intelligent, and they sort of, like, I think my biggest criticism of the movie is how, like, just how aggressive the government scientist guys are, because, like, they don't even remotely try to communicate with this thing, and it's, like, so obvious that it's intelligent, and it's just kind of unrealistic that they wouldn't really put an effort, and that they would let
extremely aggressive and hostile to him.
They kind of let one guy dictate the hostility, and, like, it ruins it for everyone. And like, but yeah, she communicates with him through sign language. Yeah,
so the government, I guess, is not able to, you know, they're not getting the information they want from him, so they decide that they're just gonna do a vivisection and kill him.
Yeah.
And while this is going on, there is a mole working within the American government who actually is working for
he's a Russian spy.
Russia.
Yeah.
Because the Russians also want the fishman, and they want to be able to, you know, glean information from him. Because right now the space race is going on.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be the first one to send a human to the moon, and he could be the key to figuring that out.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're going back and forth about that, and once the traitor scientist guy is like, oh shit, well, they're just going to do a vivisection and kill him, he goes back and he tells the Russians, and they're like, oh, well then we'll kill him first.
Yeah.
So they give him like a euthanasia solution.
Yeah. They don't want to study the fishman. They just want
the Americans not to be able to.
The Americans not to be able to.
That's literally like what the guy says. He's just like, because the scientist guy is like, well, we're never going to be able to learn all this. You know, there's so much we could learn. And he's like, I don't care about learning.
Dude,
I just care the Americans don't learn.
It's so cold that my cold resistance is not resisting enough. Oh, it's because I only made it a +1 and not like a +4. I forgot I could increase the levels by mixing different types of items. Fuck, man. This place is a bitch. Maybe you are supposed to come here later in the game, and I just kind of winged it. Whatever. It's cooler if you go here at this point in the game. It's breaking apart my theory, but
a game theory.
it's a little difficult to traverse. Well, I guess if I had the comfy sweater, like you can get the warm sweater early in the game, but I skipped the little mini quest to get it, so I fucked up, and now I'm dying. I'm slowly dying. I'm gonna have to eat a lot of food to get through this area. Once again, I'm shitting on my own morals of following the path, because if you follow the path up this mountain, it's really cool. But then I just started climbing this wall because I'm drifting off, man. Playing Digibros is hard. Alright, continue your story.
Anyway, so now there's this race going on because, you know, in a couple days the Americans are going to perform the vivisection. But the Russians also want to make sure that the fishman, you know, dies and is extracted before they can perform the vivisection. But then, of course, Liza wants to save him and release him out into the ocean. So she starts enacting this plan using the help of her artist friend, where they're gonna like mask his car to look like a laundry servicing car, and they're gonna sneak it in the back when the cameras have like a blind spot when no one's looking during the shift change, and they're gonna sneak him out. But as this is happening, like the Russian guy is also like he's totally not down with the idea of killing the fish guy. He doesn't want to do it. So he ends up helping Liza get the fish man out because he has this what was the name of the box? It was like an what was the name of the box that they stuck on the
it's just some kind of bomb, you know.
It's like a little bomb that shuts down all the electrical systems in the facility. And they got it from like Israel or something. I remember it being a Jew box.
Yes, they made the point that it's Jew technology.
It's Jew technology. Yes, they use Jew technology from the future to have this little box that breaks the circuit, breaks the fuse box, whatever, and it gives them 5 minutes of darkness without the security system, without cameras, without lights. And so because the Russian scientist guy teamed up with Liza, they're able to get him out, and he kind of tells her how to take care of him at her house until she can release him out into the ocean, because he needs to be in a certain like percentage of saline water, and he has to have like a raw protein diet, and there's these special like flecks of vegetation that have to be in his water, all this shit, like having a real fish, I guess.
He has to have like a natural saltwater habitat. Yeah.
Because he's an amphibian. He can breathe outside of water, but it's limited as to how long he can, because he will start dying. Which they of course establish earlier in the movie. So of course, you know, they bust him out, they get him out of there, and the big bad guy is like, God damn it, no, my fish man!
I want the fish man!
He's real pissed.
Yes, he is very, very pissed.
He's actually
he's not that pissed, because
he's not pissed yet.
He's got like this Zen thing he does where he like
he's reading. If you notice in the scene after the fish guy gets stolen, he's reading The Power of Positive Thinking.
Yes, he's reading The Power of Positive Thinking. So you see, he's trying to stay positive throughout the movie, which is part of his character.
Yes. Also, in one of the earlier scenes, when I guess he was doing something, likely trying to torture the fishman retaliated and bit off 2 of his fingers, which he then went and had surgically reattached, but they had like been off of his body for who knows how long. So slowly throughout the progression of these things, the fingers that were reattached are being rejected by his body.
Yeah,
which and you see awesome them touch. Like you see them kind of turning blue, and then they're like oozing, and then they're turning black, and there's all sorts of fun gore involved with it. It's really cool. But anyway, so now they've rescued the fish guy, and he's hanging out in her apartment in her tub, and there's a scene where like he kind of had just gotten there, but Liza still decides to go to work for some reason. She decides to go back to the facility and continue being a janitor.
Cool,
I guess so they're not like, gee, where did this girl go? She went missing right after the fish man did.
Interesting choice.
Which, I mean, is kind of risky, but I get why you would try to maintain your cover.
I guess, like, somehow through the presentation of the scene, it seemed like the guy was already onto her and, like, it was obvious.
I think it's just because he was fucking with them both so hardcore beforehand. But he was just being a dick.
Yeah, and then she goes back and it's like, oh, I thought he kind of, like, already knew that it was her.
Because he kind of, like... He's just fucking with Liza and her friend, and he kind of, like, sexually harasses her a little bit. Like, he just makes a lot of really gross, creepy statements at her about how, like, he likes that she's mute and she can't make noises and shit. And you're just like, oh, dude, fuck off. He's super gross. So they're keeping the fishman at her house, and while she's at work, the artist neighbor is actually watching him.
Oh, fuck.
Got him.
Tried to throw the spear and it did not hit him at all.
And, like, the neighbor is super fascinated by him. He's, like, drawing pictures of him and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's, like, all this cool artwork that he's been drawing.
And then you see that his art can be good. He just doesn't have the chance
He just can't because he has to draw these shitty corporate commercials.
Exactly. Art is being brought down by capitalism.
So he's drawing, and while he's drawing, he ends up falling asleep. And Fish Guy gets bored, and so he gets out the tub and he starts wandering around the apartment, and he sees this man's cats. And it's at that point you go, oh yeah, raw diet. And he immediately proceeds to kill one of the cats and rips its head off and is eating it. As the man wakes up to this commotion, and he's like, fuck, well, he just fucking murdered one. Like, he's not really, like, he's not super pissed about it, but he, like, scares the fish guy enough to where he frightens him, and the fish guy goes to run out the door, and as he does so...
mess nonsense going on in this game.
Oh, shit. He's, like, fucking leaves this giant scratch mark down his arm. Oh, damn, this guy's cool.
It's a fucked up dragon. He's in pain.
He looks like he's in pain.
This is the cool shit, because it's the best to find this guy first, because there's the 3 dragons in the game. If you find them out in the field, it can be cool, because the first time you see one, you're like, what the fuck is that? It's a fucking dragon. But then it's kind of lame, because the dragons don't really do anything.
Yeah.
You just shoot them and get their scales, and then you can bring the scales to the shrines. But if you find this guy first, there's an explanation of what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
So, like, when you find the ones later, it's like, okay, you don't have an expectation for them to be anything more than what they are, you know?
Yeah.
So you first save this guy from the fucked up Ganon shit. Which is fucking dope. It's super cool. It's
yeah,
like,
oh,
shit, I'm low on arrows. God damn, now it's gonna suck. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
There's certain parts of this game, man, where it's like, it's requiring me to have arrows? Great.
This guy is huge.
Boom. Yeah, he's fucking cool.
This guy is really dope. But, yeah. Kills this guy's cat, gets startled, runs out, and as he runs out, he scratches his arm. And, they do, luckily he doesn't get that far, and Liza comes back and she finds him. He's like chilling out in the theater downstairs watching this old movie, and she's like, alright, yeah, let's go back upstairs, dude. This is not a good idea.
Yes.
So they go back upstairs, and like the fishman sees he sees Liza treating the wound that he left on the artist neighbor, and he like comes over and he starts making these little dog noises at him. It's not dog noises, but like it basically is dog noises.
Yeah, the thing is a dog. The fish guy is just a big dog man, because that's what's adorable, and that's how you sell this guy. That's how you make him instantly lovable, is just to make him basically a big dog man.
Just a big dog, yeah. And he like puts the old man's hand on his head, and then he puts his hand on the old man's head, and the old guy's like, what are you doing? This is weird.
And he glows blue.
And he glows blue.
Yeah, and so you're like, okay, he's probably gonna have healing powers.
Yeah, at that
like,
point, you, the audience, know.
Obvious.
Oh, he has healing powers.
Yeah.
Dope. Of course, the old guy doesn't know that.
Yes.
And, you know, things continue to progress. The old guy isn't really mad at him for killing the cat. He's just like, well, you know, that's just kind of, he doesn't know any better, you know?
That's the biz, man.
That's just what he do.
It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta have a cat get decapitated. And that's how it be.
I forgive you, dog.
That's right. So, Liza is planning on the day where, she wants it to be raining really heavily so she can take the fish guy to the docks.
Yeah.
And set him free in the ocean.
Ooh.
But until then, he has to live in her tub. So, couple days go by, they're getting friendly, and,
They're fucking.
and
She's
yeah,
fucking the fish guy.
the definitely, within a couple days, they've had, like, these little moments, and then finally it's like...
She gets him back in the bathtub
yeah.
after he's been gone, and then she's, like, rubbing his chest, and he's, like...
The little blue
he
lights
keeps
are like,
glowing, and
"Ooh."
it's like, oh, he's getting a little turned on. Like, he's kind of, like, flinching and looking vulnerable, and then she's like, and then he kind of, like, he reaches out, and he kind of, like, grabs at her shirt, like, wanting to see her boobs, and she's like... She kind of gets the idea, and she's like, "Oh shit!" And she kind of.
Oh god! Ow!
Oh my god!
Oh!
What the fuck?
Dang.
I didn't even know what he could do. He just knocked me off, and I died.
Yeah, he murdered you.
What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, the monster wants to see some tits, and she's like, "Oh, this is awkward." And she runs away, but then she like thinks about it.
She's like, "Wait,
She's
actually."
like, you know what? And then she goes back in there and takes her robe off, and they fucking get down and dirty in that tub, dog. They fuck.
So the first time that this happens is like pretty brief. It's not, they don't linger on it at all, and I think that's because Del Toro knows that it's gonna be awkward. He knows you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's
They just kind of cut away, like you don't see the sex scene.
Yeah, you don't see that. And I think that was smart, because definitely it's smart to give your audience a chance to experience that initial, like, weirdness.
Because it's
get
hilarious.
over it.
It's funny that she fucks a fish guy. Like, it's
is.
inherently
And
amusing.
they do even acknowledge that later when she's back at work and she's talking to her black best friend.
Yes.
And she's like, "Why the fuck do you look so happy?" And, like, Liza's just, like, smiling all coy and shit, and she's like, "Oh, you fucked the fish man." She's like, "How's his dick work?" And they do this, like, little gesture about, like, how the little carapace opens up and the dick comes out.
Yeah.
It's quite
awesome.
entertaining.
It's
And it's
great.
just like, yeah, okay, well, I'm glad that you answered that
They
question,
had
because
to
everyone's
address
gonna
it,
fucking
yeah.
ask.
Everyone wants to know. How did she fuck the fish guy?
And then that paves the way for, like, a more serious, sincere scene
Yeah.
between the two of them where, like, she fills her entire fucking bathroom with water so that they can be, like, completely submerged together. And it's actually, like, really nice and sincere
It's
and
adorable.
romantic. And you're like, yeah, alright. I get it. It's
Yeah.
nice. And she ends up, like, flooding the fucking theater below her, but other than that, it's all good.
Yeah. So it's a good scene. It's a lot
It's
of
very,
fun.
very well. I thought it was really well done. It was not nearly as goofy and awkward as I figured something like that was gonna be.
No, I didn't think it was gonna be goofy and awkward.
Well, it's because they gave you the chance to get the goofy and awkward out of the
It was
way.
tasteful.
Oh,
No,
God!
I forgot I was slowly dying. Fuck!
The dragon's just like, I didn't even do
God
anything that
damn
time.
it, I just froze to death and
You just
ragdolled.
froze to death and just fell down a cliff.
Fuck!
Very clean.
It's not supposed to be hard. Very clean indeed. Yeah. So that's she fucked a fish man.
She fucks the fish guy.
And then
But then evil guy is getting into some shit. He's getting real nervous that he can't find Fishman because
yeah,
like
and his
the
boss
government
is, getting mad at him.
is getting up on his ass and they're like, "We need this fucking fish guy, dude. You gonna
Yeah.
get shit done or you gonna get shit done? You gonna be a little bitch."
You know,
And he's like,
his
"Shit."
point about like I've been a good man for 15 years. You know, when does a good man get to stop being a good man and like fuck up just once in his fucking life? And the guy's just like,
You
no,
don't, bitch.
fuck you, dude. I'm like, yeah, it lets you empathize with the guy a tiny bit because it's like, you know,
Because you're
he's
like,
just
yeah,
an older dude.
I mean,
He's tired of doing this shit, you know.
it sucks, but you're still a fucking creep.
He's
so
trying to get through it. He was clearly just like trying to retire and stop. Like they brought that up a bunch of times where he's just like, I just want to get this done and like get a bunch of money and retire and be done with this shit.
yeah. So he's getting his ass is on a fucking fire. So he's like, shit, I gotta find this fucking fish guy, and
And fuck him.
fuck him.
Everyone wants to fuck.
Everyone
the fish guy.
wants to fuck
He's
the
got
fish
big
boy.
moe eyes.
He does. So it comes to light that the Russian spy guy was there and he helped Liza get the fish boy out.
Oh, I
He's like-
didn't have an arrow, so it didn't do the slow-mo thing. I'm trying to jump off and trigger
And
slow-mo.
like get him. So of course, he ends up fucking murdering the Russian spy who helped him out.
Yeah.
And then by that time, the
that was
day,
a super cool scene.
it was dope. He he really fucked that guy
He
up.
like tortures him and shit.
Yeah, he has this cattle prod that's introduced in his first scene.
Yeah, he's been
and he
cattle
uses this fucking
prod
cattle
shocking
prod.
the fucking fish man.
Yeah.
And they don't like each other.
They don't. He cattle prods this guy, even though he's like already been shot twice and is dying, and he like fucking sticks his fingers in his gunshot wound, and he's like digging around his intestines and shit. It's intense.
Got him.
There he goes.
Oh, what the? It got him. Okay.
Yeah,
God.
he was just taking a minute
Dude,
to
give me a
to
fucking
disappear.
break. All right, now comes the cool part. 'Cause you gotta fly with them.
I was about to say, make sure you eat
Gotta
food.
Eat steaks first. He takes off. The eyes closed. You can't get it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
He has his own draft.
Nice.
He flies down here. Cool. You climbed all the way up the mountain. Now you gotta fly down the mountain.
Gotta follow that boy.
Coming down the mountain. It's Jane's addiction.
Very clean. But yeah, it all kind of comes to a head.
Bah! No!
Whoops.
Fuck! Didn't even come close.
Yeah, that was not quite.
God, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Can I slash him? Oh shit!
Oh,
Fuck
and then
yeah,
you can
no.
die.
Oh god damn! Did I get it though? Did I get it? I think I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Dude, fuck yeah! I didn't know I could slash it. All right, that helps because I'm out of arrows.
Oh god.
I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to
You might want to
beat
eat
this
food
without
too.
arrows? Shit, you're right. The game is not forgiving. What do you told to eat?
All right,
God,
got
it's
one more.
so fucking dope. I love this part.
But everything kind of comes to a head when you know, it's pouring rain. They're taking the fishman down to the docks to set him free. And at this point, the bad guy is onto their shit, and he's close behind. So they're out there at the docks, and the artist guy, you know, he's there with Liza, and he's like, "Hey, fishman, you were a cool dude, even though you ate one of my cats. I like you." And he gives him a bro fist. And then he kind of steps back, and then it's just you know, it's him and Liza, and they have the touching, like, oh, they have to say goodbye to each other even though they love each other. It's sad.
Yeah.
And then of course fucking evil guy shows up, and he fucking shoots the shit out of the fish
I'm
man.
gonna die. I'm gonna hit the ground and die.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
In the words of Smash Mouth, fade to the rules and you hit the ground running, and then you
God
die.
damn it, son of a bitch. I have to go all the way up again. How is this so hard? Why am I losing so many times?
Now you've lost it. You know,
I know
you
what to
can
do this time.
Kill a dragon.
I know what to do.
Okay.
I'll just throw my sword at the first eye, and then I'll have more arrows for the other eyes. Because I forgot there were 4 eyes, and not 3.
I see.
Oh, motherfucker, never mind. It put me back up here. Which, I mean, on the one hand is good, because I don't have to start from the beginning, but on the other hand, it foils my plan!
It
Saving an
foils
arrow,
your
boom!
plan.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, so he shoots the shit out of the fishman. Fishman falls down. He's like, fuck. And then he also shoots Liza because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And at that point, he had hit the artist guy, but he didn't shoot him because he hadn't been shot. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Or he ignored him.
He got him.
Because, like, the artist guy comes up from behind him and,
Nah,
like,
yeah,
fucking
he
cold
definitely-
clocks him
he
with this
definitely
big piece of
kicked
wood.
his ass, but I don't know if he got shot.
Yeah, he didn't get shot. Because the artist guy cold...
Ow!
Nice. The artist guy, like, cold clocks him with this fucking big-ass piece of wood. So now the bad guy is on the ground, and, lo and behold, the fishman fucking heals himself, and he, like, just heals up his little bullet wounds, and he's like, I'm good, dog.
He's presumably immortal.
Very likely. And,
Because they had theorized before that he was a god. Like
yeah. Because the people
townspeople
in South
worshipped
America
him as a
worshipped
god.
him as a god. Right.
So it's debatable whether or not he is a god, because they don't explicitly
They don't
say
ever
that
tell
he is a
you
god.
precisely.
But it's like, you know, what the fuck else is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably a god.
But So the fish guy gets up and he sees, you know, the bad guys on the ground there. Oh god.
This is a nightmare.
This is intense.
A very badass nightmare.
Yes.
Nightmare nonetheless.
Oh,
damn it, I was so close.
Fuck! Dead! It's like
just
falling
fell.
downstairs!
Oh! God, alright, this
Nice.
episode's getting long, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You're
You're the one who wanted me to tell the whole plot of The Shape of Water. I'm almost done. So Fishman's like, fuck you, evil guy. And he goes over and he slashes his throat. And he's like, yeah, alright, fuck you, bitch. And he takes Liza and he jumps into the water.
Shit! Fuck!
Oh my god.
I got it on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. This
Assuming
is,
his talons don't
turned
knock
into
you
an
off
actual
or
boss
we don't
fight, huh?
die.
This is great because usually this is too easy. It's badass though.
It's dope.
Fucking, it's cool as shit.
But he takes Liza, he jumps into the ocean, and assumedly through his magic fishman powers, he heals her and he gives her the ability to breathe
he gives her
underwater.
gills. He gives her actual gills.
because she
Fuck,
had
man!
Yeah.
This guy is such a fucking cunt!
Correct! She has these
This stupid feet.
scars on her neck, assumedly from like abuse when she was a child or something to that effect.
Yeah, something like that.
And he turns them into gills so that they can both breathe underwater and they can be together forever and they have a smooch and it's real cute.
Together forever, no matter how long.
But Victor had a
now
really
until the end of time. What?
Victor had a really interesting observation that perhaps when the fishman slashed the bad guy's neck, he didn't kill him, but instead severed his vocal cords so that he would be mute like Liza.
Because it kind of looked like he slashed him in the same spot that she had her scars. And she was all, yeah, you know how I got these scars.
She did say that. It's true.
You know how I got these scars, Sonny.
Oh, how?
Whatever, I was eating the biscuit in the pub, and I got scars. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. That's good.
You know how I got these scars, Sonny?
By falling to your death in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. My father, you see, he was a drinker. Yes. Can I, like, let go, throw a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I could actually physically do that. Because it wasn't, I can't, like, cancel out of this into throwing. But I can cancel, throw, no!
Oh my
Wasn't
phone!
enough
Bye! So, that's The Shape of Water.
That's The Shape of Water. It's pretty great.
It is.
I would say it's my favorite Del Toro movie.
It is my favorite Del Toro movie.
I liked it a lot. I think he finally he got it all together.
He hit a sweet
had
spot.
you know, the guy who plays the fish man is the Abe Sapien. He's the guy in every Del Toro movie who plays all of the monsters in the Del Toro movies. He was in Hellboy as Abe Sapien.
He was the Pale Man. He was Fauno.
Pale Man and the Fawn Man in Pan's Labyrinth. He's just a guy who's great at being a monster, and Del Toro's in love with him.
Yeah.
Debatably gay for this guy.
Very possible.
I feel like Del Toro could be gay, or
he has too good of an understanding of
he's a little too
the female sexuality. It's a little uncanny.
I mean, he didn't completely write the movie
Yeah,
himself,
he wrote it with a woman, but that's the second movie he's made like this.
Yeah, maybe he just realized his style appeals more to a female audience, and he's just going for it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just really interested in Tom Hiddleston's ass.
Maybe. I guess that could be true. But
He could be gay.
a lot of his protagonists are female. It's that very interesting male author portraying
I didn't select another.
female protagonists.
Fuck, I could have done it. I was in the perfect position to fucking pull this off.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna use the arrow on that spot next time. And then I'll save the
Maybe we should start a new episode, because I'm sure this has gone on for...
Yeah, but we don't have another topic for another episode. This is it.
So we're just gonna have like an hour-long episode?
I guess.
Well, Merry
I mean, it's
fucking
already
Christmas.
been an hour, so
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys. This is gonna be
let's do
a
one
long
more
episode.
one more attempt of this guy. We don't have enough to talk about for another episode. So
a long
this is just
episode
a long
to
episode,
start
yeah.
your new year off right.
Yes.
Where I fucking summarize A Shape of Water.
Hey, we'll call this
Dead.
a season 1 of Breath of the Wild finale because we're at the end of the first fourth, I'd say.
Right.
At least content wise, you know, depending on how we approach the rest of the game.
Yeah.
If we were just doing the base plot, I'd say this is well, no, it wouldn't be a 4th, but it would be a 5th. We're a 5th of the way through the game. To me, this is like the end of the starting area.
Get him.
Fuck. Alright. I should have an arrow. Cool. Got him.
Updraft.
Yes, updraft. So now we just need to throw something at his head when he repositions down here.
Okay, but Victor, I have one more important question for you.
Okay.
What is the best movie that we saw this year?
Oh, god damn it. I don't know. I can't remember the movies. What was Arrival this year?
No, I think that was last year.
Okay. So we saw The Shape of
Well,
Water.
I mean, Victor, yeah, we saw The Shape of Water. We had Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There
we
was
had
Thor
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
We had Get Out. We had It Comes at Night.
Get Out this year?
Yeah.
What was It Comes at Night?
It Comes at Night you didn't get to see with me.
Okay, yeah.
But
You
it
betrayed
was
me
a good
and saw
horror
movie
movie.
without me because you're mean.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hope just betrays me all the time.
But we had a lot of solid movies this year. But you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what the best movie was, Victor?
What was the best movie?
I can't believe you can't remember the best movie we saw this year.
I don't remember.
Victor,
Ooh.
come on now.
Spooky Eye. What is? I don't remember. It's clear that I don't remember what the movie is.
Obviously.
Just tell me what the movie is.
Best movie of the year was The Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man. Was that this year? I thought
Yes, that
last
was
year.
January of this year.
No way.
Yes, I checked.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I didn't believe it myself until I
Interesting.
double checked and I was
Huh.
like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow,
the
The Bye Bye Man was fucking January.
Yeah, if it was indeed January, that was obviously the best movie we've seen. Lucky.
I mean, yeah. I can't think of a movie that
That
had
has
more
a
going
more
on
lasting
in it
impact on
than
our
The
life
Bye Bye Man.
than the Bye Bye
and
Man.
his ground meat dog.
Yes, his ground meat dog. Wow. It feels like it was so long ago.
It does, doesn't it?
This year, I guess this was a long year.
It was a long year.
Like we did RadCon 2 at the beginning of the year. It feels like fucking forever ago.
Yeah, that was
guess
just the
a lot
beginning of the year.
happened. God damn it, you motherfucker! I don't have any arrows. God damn it. Fuck. I'm so close. I just gotta get him. Just gotta get him. God damn! No, don't go over there, you ass! Fuck you, horse's ass! We're close. We're close. We got this. I'm getting it down. I'm getting his patterns. I'm reading him. I'm learning him.
Yeah,
This is
you're doing an
how you do
excellent
it.
job.
This is how you do it. You make chimichangas. This is how we do it. Eat chimichangas.
Chimichangas aren't real Mexican.
Get fucked. Get fucked. God, why do you go so far away from me?
Why do you
Okay,
go
I'm gonna
so
sit
far
right
away
here.
from me?
This is where he went. Oh wait, he's going over there. Okay.
Mhm.
I can get there. 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 Alright, you son of a bitch. Not good enough. Not good enough positioning.
Nope.
I'll die.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna sit there in the center because he
You might
always
wanna
loops
eat.
back around there.
Yeah.
I'm eating now.
Alright.
I love you. I'm just gonna hang tight. I'm just gonna hang.
You're just gonna
tight.
hover.
It's gonna hover. It's gonna hover in place. We got this. We're fucking doing it. Yeah. No! Shit! I'm so close. Alright, but I've worked on the timing of the position now. We got this shit. We
God.
fucking got this shit. We are gonna nail this fucker in the least convenient way possible. This is how you play Breath of the fucking Wild. Motherfucker, no! Alright, gotta do it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I would say so.
As soon as this fucking big, stupid faggot face comes rearing around that corner, we're gonna drop him. We're gonna fucking drop him!
Okay.
We got this bitch.
I
I
trust
don't
you.
even have an arrow to get the fucking scale off of him. Motherfucker, why are you in the wrong spot? No!
Dead.
I'm not dead.
Okay, we'll eat.
We got this, guys. We fucking got this. We could do it. We could fucking beat this asshole
Efficient
with the fucking
gameplay?
spear. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. We've got him. We've got him. Got him. Got him. Got yes!
There he
fucked!
goes!
What? Get fucked, buddy!
Oh!
Yeah! Now he's blue. He was purple. And now he's more teal. Am I just gonna immediately fall and die?
Yeah, probably.
Or is it gonna teleport me up to the top? Please teleport me up to the top. Oh, thank God. Okay, there's a cutscene and everything. There's no way it didn't save. Get fucked! And I get the scale. I get the scale. Yeah. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Eat a dick. Eat a dick! Yeah! Oh, it's so much more fun throwing a spear at that motherfucker.
Wow, what did he do to you?
Is he gonna loose the fucking scale or what? There we go. Yeah! Look at that. Dope.
Got him.
Fucking sick. Yeah, you offer it to the spirit of wisdom. Fucking dope. God, I love the scale shit, man. If only it actually led to real dungeons and not just some shitty shrine. Like, wouldn't that be the coolest way to unlock the first dungeon of the game? Like a giant ice temple, you know? Like, oh, I climbed this badass mountain, I fought a badass dragon, I dropped the scale into the lake, and then it revealed a giant temple to explore. That would have been the greatest shit ever. It was still cool. It was still cool as the climax of this region, you know? But, like, God, it would have been fucking sick if there was a temple back there. Let's get some heart containers.
Yeah. Wait, you know, Victor.
We'll end the show and I get stuff on the shrine.
I think there may have been one better movie this year than Bye Bye Man.
Oh, he doesn't actually do the thing. What was better than Bye Bye Man?
I mean, there really is only one thing that could be better than
What?
a Sword Art Online movie.
Oh yeah, the best movie.
That's
for
the
sure.
best movie of the year.
Best movie of 2017. Sword Art Online, the movie.
Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale, best movie of the year. We hope you guys have a happy new year. Thanks for watching me, listen to me talk about The Shape of Water. Hashtag get those fish sticks for an hour and a half. It wasn't an hour and a half, but it was close.
I think what you meant to say was, thanks for watching 420 FM. You're listening to Scoops and the Bitch. All thong song, all day, 24 hours. That's good shit.
Happy New Year, guys.
That thong, 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 thong.